Polar Bears International is a conservation organization solely dedicated to polar bear conservation, and we achieve our work through conducting research, supporting research, addressing management issues related to polar bears, and doing conservation education. Polar Bears International is a registered charity in both the United States and Canada. We focus most of our research projects in North America, so specifically in Canada and in Alaska in the United States. And we're doing some work in the Svalbard region of Norway. We're looking at maternal denning, we're looking at population studies, and looking at how polar bears are changing in a warming world. There are an estimated 25,000 polar bears in the Arctic. So polar bears only live in the Arctic, in Canada, the US, Greenland, Russia, and Norway. Our chief scientist, Dr. Stephen Amstrup, estimated that we'll lose 2/3 of the world's polar bears by mid-century. And this is due largely to a disappearing ecosystem, specifically the Arctic sea ice. So in order to save polar bears, as a global society, we need to work on reducing our greenhouse gas emissions. The unique challenge about polar bear conservation is that everyone can participate. It really is a global issue. On an individual level, you can reduce transportation. You can ride your bike more, you can consolidate errands that you need to run, you can carpool, you can take mass transit. But on a community scale, you can get your public school to create no idling zones. You can get your office building to reduce the amount of energy they use in a day. You can get your church or your school to agree to lowering the thermostat by 2 degrees or raise it by 2 degrees depending on the time of the year. So it is important that individuals take action at home, but it's also important for individuals to influence their community. So Kansas City Zoo has been a leader in creating new buildings that are LEED certified. The zoo also has a no idling zone and promotes no idling at the zoo. So make sure if you come to the zoo that you turn off your car and don't leave it idling. And as a whole, Kansas City has also been working with Kansas City Power and Light on some energy related issues that I've been here for at the zoo. And it's really through collaborative partnerships that we're going to make an impact on polar bear conservation. Well, through my work, I get to travel to zoos all over the world, and I actually think Berlin is one of the most beautiful polar bears out of the bears that I've seen. She's a wonderful ambassador for her wild counterparts, and we have a lot of opportunities through working with zoos to educate people on issues related to polar bear conservation, and Berlin does a good job of attracting people's attention to what we need to do to really help polar bears in the wild.